Okay. Hey all YouTube viewers, Jason Domina here, making another Nerf play video. And this time it's going to be something different that I don't normally do, but I'm going to start doing it to see if you guys like it or not. So, this is going to be a tutorial on how to mod the Maverick. The 50% barrel mod or 75, it's your preference or what you want to call it. Then there's going to be the air restrictor removal, and then I'm going to show you how to do the penny mod, but I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to tell you how to do it and walk you through it. So this mod is specifically for one person that he asked me a video request basically, and his name is Penguin Friend 4, but it's friend is spelled Friend, so that's just the way he spelled it. I think that's how he means to say it, but I don't know. But that's how I'm gonna call him, Penguin Friend 4. This mod's going out to you. Okay. So first thing you gotta do is obviously you got to open up your gun, as I have done here. So, I took out all the stuff. There's a cock in the voice, so make sure you keep every single screw that goes in the gun and everything. Obviously, mine's painted. Yours is stock, but I'm not sure. This rod is very important. You need this. Well, you don't really need it, but if you want your cocking device to sling forward after you get done priming it manually, then I suggest you keep it. So, yeah. Obviously, you have to take all the screws out, take it very slowly out. You don't need to mess with any of these parts. These, you don't need to mess with these unless you want to stretch this spring a teeny bit, but not that much. Then just leave this alone. Don't take this apart at all. So, take this off just because it's going to get annoying. Then what you need to do is you need to pop this out. But I have one hand, but okay, it still works. Okay. Okay, after you've done that, the first thing I'm going to tell you how to do is how to just remove the air restrictors. Okay, you're going to need a hammer of this, like this, and then you're going to take it and stick it. Wait a minute. You're going to take it and stick it right, like, crap, wait a second. You're going to stick it just like that. It is like that. And then you're going to pry up. But right now I'm not going to because I already done it. So, yeah. Okay. Once you do that, that's to come off and look like that. You need this piece. And I'll show you why in a reason. You need this orange piece too. So don't get rid of them. Be very careful when you're pulling this off because there's a spring on here that makes it a better air seal between the plunger, or not plunger head, whatever the heck this thing is called, to the barrel of the back part off here. Those little holes, it makes it a better seal. So you need this spring, and you need this rod, obviously, and you need this orange thing. So keep them, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. Oh, crap. First thing, I gotta take the darts out. Wait 1 second. Sorry about that, people. Okay. I'll just leave them out for a second. I'll take them out, hopefully, when I take the gun apart. Okay, so once you do that, there's going to be these 3 screws right here. There's going to be one right there. Then there's going to be one right there. Then there's going to be one right there. After you unscrew those, put them aside nice and neatly. I'm not using a jug, but you can. I just have a carpet that's gray, and it's very easy to notice black screws. So, there you go. Put those aside. Doesn't really matter if you get them mixed up. I just keep them aside. Just make sure these are the 3 that came from the turret, 3 that came from the cocking device, and how many came from the gun. So once you do that, this should open up. I'm going to put the camera down, obviously, to open it up just to show you. Okay, so once you do that, you should get something like this. But for your gun, you should have these little air restrictor rods or things sticking up. And then, like, these little air restrictors and nubs. And then, yeah, obviously, because yours is stock. I'm not sure if yours is, but I'm pretty sure yours is because you're asking me to do this tutorial for you. Okay. Then, what you do is, obviously, you're going to have rods on it. So, just snap them off. Just snap them off like I did with my hand. I just, like, pinched it and then bent. Obviously, if you're not that strong, you can have your dad do it. I'm not sure how old you are, but you can have your dad do it if you're not that strong. If you want, and you're above the age of able to use a drill without cutting yourself, use a drill. I just didn't feel the need to because last time I tried with my other Maverick, it cracked the orange piece. So, yeah. And You don't need the stick after all that much. And there's going to be a spring and something underneath this that goes through those holes. Those holes where, like, you can see see the hammer through. There's going to be something going through there, and there's going to be a spring attached to it. You can get rid of those. You don't need them. So that's about the air restrictor mod. And now I'm going to teach you the 40% barrel mod. You don't need to do anything in this gray piece. And you don't need to do one thing in this gray piece. Though there's multiple different ways to do it, but I'll teach you every way, basically. This will be helpful, if you depending on how you do it, your preference. What you need to do, I didn't do it this way, but what you need to do is you need to take these two little nubs right here and here. They need to be completely gone. Those two nubs. You could either sand them down with like a sander or high-powered sander, because it take a while to do it by hand, obviously. Or just take like a razor and just cut them off so it's even with this thing. So it goes like that, nice and smooth. So then once you do that, then that's one step. For this piece right here, there's gonna be, as you can tell right there, there's like a little rough edge because I cut it down and I sanded it. There's gonna be like a little piece of plastic that's bent. I can't really show you what it's gonna look like, but you should know what it looks like. And just completely sand that down so it's nice and smooth and flush with the plastic that's not like with the surface. With this surface, make it nice and flush. So you could obviously do the 50% barrel mod. And then the hardest one I found to do it was in here. There's crap. I really have to show you. Shit. Okay. Focus. I want to focus. Come on. That's very freaking blurry. Come on. Okay, apparently won't want to focus. Okay. This, if it gets in your way, just take it out. Just make sure you don't lose them, obviously. Okay. There's going to be this like little cube, like a little teeny cube of plastic right there where my finger is, like right in front of that. I took a razor and I just cut it right through there, cut the entire cube off, and then I just left it that way. It was really hard to do, and I cut myself. So if you're like below the age of 10, have your dad or mother do it, or whoever you live with for that matter, your uncle, your aunt, I don't know who you live with, have them do it if you're like below the age of 10 and you're afraid you're going to cut yourself. Okay, once you do that, then you assemble the gun back, which I'll show you how to do in a second. And then, yeah, that's about it for that. And then, now for the penny mod. Obviously, you need to have this in place. And then you need to have this in place. A second. Okay, so let me put this like that. There's that. And there's that. And there's that. Okay. Okay. Now I have that. Sorry about that. It took me so long, but I only have one hand, so it makes it kind of hard. Anyway, what you're going to do is you're not going to stretch the spring if you're going to do the penny mod. It just makes the spring compress a little bit more, so it gets a little bit more power to this part, so make it more air come out of here. But once you do that, then you put a couple pennies, 3 or 4 or 5, whatever your preference is, behind here, like directly right behind it. Like you push the spring forward and put them right behind there. And then, there you go. Just keep them like that. And then, that's basically what I did. Those are the only 3 mods I know how to do. If you want to PTG it, ask someone else. CPVC, ask someone else. I can, I just don't want to show you. Or I don't want to do it for that matter, because it's freaking Maverick for that matter. So yeah, this is part 1, and there's going to be part 2 of reassembly, so you don't like forget how to put your gun back together. So this is part 1 of how to mod the Maverick for Penguin Friend 4. Okay. Jason Dominer saying peace out for now.